Hello, besties. Welcome to another episode of Your New B.F.F. I'm your host, Sophie, and in this podcast, we chit chat all about positivity, realness, and the journey to your highest self. After this episode, I want you to leave feeling inspired and high vibe. So let's tune in because I'm so excited you're here with me today. Hello, besties. Welcome back to another episode of YNBFF. We are officially on episode 40. We are starting the 40s series, and this is a vibe. I'm excited because we are entering the winter season. Fall is over, spooky season is over. I'm not one of those people that jumps from Halloween to Christmas like November 1st, but I know a lot of people are. I'm just going with the flow, I'm just going with the flow. People are already stepping into the winter season. And I was thinking about it and I'm like, you know what? It might be a good idea to already start stepping into this winter season, into this winter era. So I'm like, let's just go with the winter season. We're starting episode 40, and it really just inspired me because I know that not just for myself, for other people, and for a lot of people, I know that this is a time where sometimes we can get a little sad. It can be overwhelming with all the holidays and all the pressure and things going on. I know that a lot of people, our mood kind of fluctuates and our motivation might just kind of dwindle. Where I live, it does not get cold, so I don't experience like the winter seasonal change. But I think this has its cons as well because you kind of you don't feel the seasons change in South Florida. It's just basically hot all the time. So for me personally, it doesn't feel like Christmassy, but that also can do with the weather and just, you know, I'm getting sidetracked here. But I thought that episode 40 would be a great time for us to kind of step into this new mindset. And at least this is the approach that I'm taking. And as you guys know, on YNBFF, we're talking about the manifestation journey and basically how to stay on our aligned path to become our next level self, stepping into our authenticity and following our desires. So, episode 40, I'm challenging you guys to take on a fresh perspective in this season to really maximize our end of year results and step into 2024 like extremely high vibe and just ready to magnetize the fuck out of our vision board. Like the seasons we flow, like the seasons we have our changes and experience our changes, especially like in mood and everything, like I was saying with the season. In this episode, we are going to be challenging ourselves, serving our energy, shedding the old, and stepping into our next level self. Step into your next level you. So let's just jump right in. One of the things that winter is really seen as is like this death and rebirth phase. And this is kind of even like the meaning of winter, like death and rebirth, the cold, the darkness that nature goes through. But this also can have a meaning in our lives spiritually and in our manifesting journey. The death and rebirth phase can really mean as well shedding the old, letting the parts of ourselves die that no longer serve us, the limiting beliefs, the limiting thought patterns, the limiting habits that are keeping us away ultimately from our desires, from our next level self. This means identifying those patterns and stepping into patterns that are going to be serving you. And that rebirth phase is the new and improved version of ourselves that we're stepping into. That's the moment when you are in alignment, when your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, everything is in one alignment and in flow. This is when your intentions and everything starts coming together to make your manifestations a reality. Winter is really the time where the world is quiet, it's still, people are feeling the joy of the holidays, right? Some people might not be feeling this, but this is where this episode and this series of podcast episodes is going to become a challenge for myself and for you guys, besties. This is what we're here for, being together in this manifesting journey. So I'm challenging us to really take this time for self reflection, introspection, and really nailing down and buckling down on the basics and the foundation of manifestation. During this time that there's a lot of holidays and things coming up that can be so many distractions for so many of us during this time. I am challenging us to stay grounded in our practice, to not let all of our hard work, everything that we've been working on that we want to manifest for 2024, this is the time to, while everyone else is getting distracted, partying, doing all the things, which we need to know that there's also a balance, right? Because we need to enjoy ourselves and we are worthy of giving ourselves breaks and enjoying time with our loved ones. Remember your soul's purpose. Remember what you've been putting on your vision board. Remember all the steps and all the work that you've been putting. And if you haven't, or if you want to revisit your goals or where you're at, this is the time to do so. Remember that setting an intention in your rituals is an evolving practice that we just get better and stronger at. So this is the first step that I want to really emphasize during this challenge is setting our intention. I feel like a lot of us sometimes just feel like, okay, this is what I want, universe. I set my intention because I know what I want, but it goes much deeper than this. Because in this process, what we want is not for the universe to feel rigid or force about what we want, right? We want to put our intention out there, but we do not want this to come from a place of rigidness or universe like this is what I want to manifest, because this gives the universe desperation, it gives it lack of trust, and that's not the icky energy that we want to be exuding. Instead, we want to focus on this process, ensuring that setting our intention is a meaningful and purposeful practice. So we really want to meditate in this moment, let go of ego, let go of any other thoughts, any other worries coming into your head, and really connect with your soul. By infusing your rituals with intention and mindfulness, you can enhance the significance of their impact in your life. Take the time in the mornings when you wake up to set your intention. This is something that can be done right before you get up from bed. It can take 5 to 10 minutes max. Instead of grabbing your phone right off the bat, sit with yourself for 5 to 10 minutes to set your intention for the day. Put at the forefront of your mind your vision board. If you need to take a quick peek at that to help you set your intention, take a quick peek at it. Whatever's going to make you feel good and help you set that intention with mindfulness and meaningfulness. Use that space and that moment to create self-awareness. This is going to help you stay present and aware in the small moments of your day. Your intention should feel like a purposeful plan or goal to help you and guide you in your path of alignment. It's a mental state that represents the commitment that you have to manifesting that goal. So it's really important that before we go about our day and just quickly get into autopilot like most of us do, and sometimes I myself have to snap myself out of it and take a moment to take some deep breaths, ground myself and my intentions. So really get in the habit this winter season. This is our first challenge to really get in the practice of setting your intention. Once you guys have really grounded yourself in your intention, and like I said, I've been pulling out my Pinterest a lot because I've been so obsessed with my vision board, you guys. Like my vision board has been giving me so much inspiration, and like the more I see it, I've realized, like scrolling from the bottom, from the oldest post to the top, how much more specific it has gotten, how much more like my style, my authenticity has kind of like shown through my vision board. Like I don't know how to explain it, you guys. Like I've just I'm telling you right now, go create a Pinterest account, put your manifesting vision board on private, make it a secret board. That way it feels personal to you. You can edit, modify it, And I like to kind of keep mine and just keep going. That way I can see how I've kind of like evolved and changed in my manifesting journey. And let me tell you, besties, like, just go do it. Take this as part of the challenge, create your vision board. It's going to help you set that intention and really keep that goal and that manifestation at the forefront of your mind. And when you have this intention at the forefront of your mind, it's going to affect your emotions in a good way because it's going to start making you feel excited. Like, if your vision board and your manifestations and your desires are not making you excited, get some new desires, besties. Revisit, review your goals, review your dreams and your desires. Like, what are you obsessed with? What do you want to get into? Even if it's a small thing, right? We all deserve to have a life we're excited about. We all deserve to have things we look forward to. So when you have this vision at the forefront of your mind, really get into that emotional connection with your desire. So this is just Law of Attraction 101. When you see and set the intention for what you are going to manifest and you pair that up with your emotion, you are going to become so magnetic. You're going to create a heightened vibrational frequency that's going to be more attracting of your desires. I want you guys to take this practice and this challenge as like a yoga for our brain, because I feel like we all talk about setting intention, feeling the emotions like all the time. Like, we just throw that out there like in all the manifestation talks, but like, we really have to master it, right? So this winter season, that's all about self-reflection, looking within, releasing, shedding the old. This is the challenge. This is going to be episode 40. Take time each day to revisit your visualization and your emotional status. By consistently reinforcing the emotional alignment to your intention, you are strengthening the vibrational alignment, literally becoming the vibration of your desires. So, by really mastering this during this time, we are going to be consistent, and this is going to be giving the universe momentum because we're making this a challenge, and because we are committing to this, we are going to be giving the universe consistency, and this is going to ramp up the shit out of our manifestation journey. Because by being consistent, we are giving the universe like a clear, direct channel of what we want. We are being consistent in our visualization and our emotional frequency and in our intention. And we're being a clear, direct channel to the universe. We're not giving it mixed signals. When you are giving the universe mixed signals, meaning you're one day you're feeling super high vibe about your desires and the next day you're feeling super not motivated, self-doubt, all these limiting beliefs, and you just get on that like hate train on yourself for like a whole week. This is giving the universe mixed signals. So you're going to be receiving mixed results. You might be getting some of your manifestations sometimes, but you also might not be getting your manifestations, or things might be working more against you. So we want to get consistent, grounded, and stable in our visualization practice, in setting that intention and pairing it up with the emotions. So once we do both of those things throughout our day, we are going to take steps in alignment to our goals. This this is just going to tie it all together, okay? Because we live in a 3D world. We are living a human physical 3D experience. So we have to do the thing. We can do the visualization, we can do the emotional frequency, but we have to do the physical part of it. So the good thing is that we do not have to be taking like these huge steps like towards our goals, okay? This challenge is about being consistent the entire winter season. So we want to be taking small steps that are achievable, because the purpose of this is to stay consistent and intentional with our practice. So, this can literally mean like a 10-minute meditation, a 5-minute prayer, a 15-minute journal time, a 15-minute walk, 20 minutes of self care. One of the things I've been loving to do is like creating like a mini list for every day, like 3 to 5 things that I have to do every day. And again, they can be small, they can just be drink enough water. Okay. Make sure you wash off your makeup if you have trouble doing that. Whatever it is, we just want to make sure that we're giving ourselves steps and little goals each day, little tasks that we can complete, because this is going to create trust within ourselves. So when we're being consistent and we're being consistent with keeping these little commitments to ourselves, even if they're little, even if they're 10-minute meditations or 5 to 10 minute meditations, a 5-minute yoga stretch every single night, a 10-minute yoga stretch every single morning. By committing to ourselves, we start creating this trust in ourselves. And this starts to really shift. And this starts to really, when we start to create trust in ourselves, we start to trust the universe more. So I love this challenge for us, especially if you struggle around the holiday times, if you feel a lot of pressure, stress, overwhelm, if you get saddies or moodies or antsy, any of those icky feelings, stay for this challenge because this is going to help us stay grounded during this time. We're not going to let none of those things rock our boat. We are going to stay centered in what's important by committing to yourself, besties, especially during a busy time like this. You are going to feel so good about yourself. You are going to be emitting to the universe, like letting it know, like, I am so committed to my dream. I'm so committed to my goal. I am so committed to my vision board life. And this is the energy that we want to step into the new year with. So I'm super excited to talk to you guys about this challenge. I'm super excited for myself because I myself don't step into the holiday season with the best mindset. Like, I'm a little bit of a Grinch in that sense. But this is really going to put us in a new direction, put us in a new perspective. Like, besties, like, we are now in episode 40. We've come a long way in our manifesting journey and we are going to continue. We're here to do it together. Show the universe your commitment to your dream life and take time as well to review and revisit your goals. I just wanted to kind of like throw that in there at the end because you don't want to keep doing things if they're not working for you. But I'm definitely going to be making a little episode about that. In these like 40s in the 40s episodes, because I want this is going to be during this time. So I think that's going to be like a good reminder on our challenge, like to review and revisit your goals if they're not working for you. And make sure you come listen on the pod weekly because I'm going to be holding you guys accountable and we're going to be going into this season. You guys, like, I'm so excited for 2024, but also, like I said, I don't want to get distracted and kind of like fall off my path of alignment or fall off on the things that do and don't serve me during this time, because it can be a very distracting and overwhelming time. But we want to make sure that we stay grounded in our practice, because if we are half-assing the process, we are half-assing the results. And we don't want that. We want to receive our full manifestations. We want to be clear to the universe about what we want, and we are going to make that happen. When you tie in the intention setting, the emotional, and the action steps, you are anchoring down this practice. It's becoming a habit. All it takes is completely committing to yourself and your vision board life. Besties, comment the word manifest below if you are down to join the challenge. And if you haven't already joined the Insta fam at your manifestation bestie, I'm going to leave all the links and usernames and everything below. So follow us on there. I'd love to form a group chat or whatever to hold us accountable. And I can't wait to chit chat with you guys in the next episode. If you're new here, do not go. I end each episode with 3 affirmations that you can swap out any of your limiting beliefs, or anytime you have like any anything icky come up, just replace it with one of these affirmations. I am worthy of living my vision board life. I am committing to my dreams. I am worthy of receiving my manifestations. Besties, thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like this video, comment, and share with anyone that you feel like would like this content. And I can't wait to see you guys on the next one. Love you. Bye. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of YNBFF. If you love what you heard, please support by following our podcast and leaving a stellar review. You can also follow my socials posted in the show notes. I am so excited to catch you in the next episode, and until then, stay feeling high, blessed, and divine, besties. Bye!